Good evening. I'm speaking to you on a glorious spring day from Government House in Canberra on the lands of the Ngunnawal people, where I pay my respects to elders past and present. Now, I'm so sorry that I can't be with you in Melbourne for the Australian Law Reform Commission's 50th anniversary dinner, and I'm very disappointed to miss the Australian Law Reform Agency's conference and to hear your important insights into the varied and changing context of law reform in 2025. My dear friend and mentor, the Honourable Michael Kirby, who delivered your opening address this morning, once described 1975, the year of the Commission's founding, as a time of fragile political circumstances. And he was right, and as you all know so well, it was the year of the dismissal, 50 years ago in November, when one of my predecessors, Governor-General Sir John Kerr, dismissed Prime Minister Gough Whitlam. An anniversary that will be marked at an exhibition at the Museum of Australian Democracy here in Canberra in November. Now, I'll be using my communications channels in the lead up to that anniversary to explain exactly what happened in the official study where I now perform my functions. It's an important piece of history to reflect on how better we understand the workings of our strong constitutional democracy today. But 1975 was also a turning point in our self-awareness and growth as a nation. It was a year in which we saw the first radio broadcasts from SBS, the government's handing back of Gurindji land to traditional owners represented by Vincent Lingiari. It was the arrival of the first Vietnamese refugees in Australia, and the founding of Australia's honours system, the Order of Australia, which has recognised so many of you who have contributed so magnificently to Australia's legal profession. This was the milieu in which the ALRC spent its earliest years. This evening, it's wonderful that we can celebrate its singular purpose of establishing and enhancing a fair, modern and accessible Australian legal system. As a young law graduate, having the exceptional opportunity of working as an associate to Michael Kirby when he was then the President of the New South Wales Court of Appeal, the work of the Commission was something I paid attention to early. So, from Michael as your inaugural chair through to your current chair, the Honourable Justice Mordy Bromberg, your commissioners and your team, the ALRC has been led by exceptional legal minds producing landmark reviews that span the challenges, experiences and opportunities of our social and civic lives. And its first half-century has been a time of remarkable growth in your reputation for research excellence and influential evidence-based advice towards legal reform. From close to 90 inquiries on topics as diverse as justice responses to sexual violence, anti-discrimination laws, the family law system, incarceration rates of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, privacy and equality, and your current inquiries into native title law, surrogacy laws and human tissue laws, you have opened debates, put a spotlight on the truth and recommended change to ensure that our justice system is always about just outcomes. As you have said, Mordy, good law is a critical component of every well-functioning society. So as your Governor-General, travelling across the country and meeting Australians in every location and from every walk of life, I have seen the strength, stability and success of our modern Australia. And as a former lawyer and married for a long time to a barrister with a deep commitment to human rights, I understand the dedicated and complex work of care that has brought us to where we are today and tonight, and which the ALRC continues year after year to achieve an even more just and secure society. Tonight, as you celebrate the Australian Law Reform Commission's first 5 decades, I want to send my thanks and the thanks of all Australians for your commitment to the integrity, the relevance and accessibility of Australian laws and their practice. I hope you enjoy the evening. I'm so sorry I'm not there to be with you, but I do look forward to meeting and chatting with many of you over the course of my term.